focused on what's important. The ones that matter, they stay supporting, so I stay recording.
What's up YouTube, Altu here, WBFF Pro Fitness Model, and today I wanted to address what most of you will probably think is a very, very basic topic in this video. However, it's a topic that should really be addressed right at the beginning before you start your journey in terms of muscle building or whether you want to burn fat. And that topic is consistency. Now, we all know to achieve the physique that we want, consistency is going to play a massive part. Hell, consistency plays a massive part in anything we want to be good at in life. So we need to be consistent. However, what I feel happens a lot of the time is that we approach this with the wrong mindset from the beginning. So what I want to do is hopefully address some of these issues that can help you remain consistent over the years and continue making gains. So if you're new to lifting, or even if you're an intermediate, some of these ideas will hopefully help you to look at consistency in a new way and help you to be more consistent. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, so the number one thing I want you to do to help with your consistency is set yourself a realistic goal. And the number one trait you can have in this game is patience. Understand that your physique is not going to be built in a day, a week, a month. It's going to take years and years and years and years of hard work to see that progress. Now, the fitness industry is well known for spitting out images that are pretty unrealistic to try and sell you things. So, you know, I want you to try and focus away from things like supplements and seeing, you know, a shredded fitness model selling you creatine or whey protein, because guess what? That's not realistic. You know, you're not going to take a whey protein and look like that fitness model, unfortunately. What they don't tell you is that fitness model's been training for years and years and years. He might have good genetics, there might be other things in play like performance enhancing drugs that you don't know about. Not always, but a lot of the time. So what I want you to do is just try and clear those images out of your head. Try and really ignore those images that the fitness industry puts out to you. And just understand, set yourself a realistic goal and have patience. Understand that in the first year, yeah, you might be able to put on 5 or 10 pounds of muscle mass lean. That's just lean muscle mass. Now, every year going forward, I want you to probably half that amount of muscle that you're going to put on, because it really does slow down. However, I also want you to appreciate the journey. So set a realistic goal. Understand that, you know, the initial phase might take 2 years, it might take 3 years, it might take 4 years, it might take 5 years to reach, you know, a goal that you're happy with. But once you start, you'll realize that you still want to always set more new goals. But the one thing I want you to do is be patient. Understand it's going to take 5 years. The quicker you, or however many years, it's going to take a long time. So the quicker you can embrace that, the more you can get on with enjoying the journey, rather than thinking, shit, why haven't I got all my gains? Why haven't I got all my gains next week or next month or 1 year later? So exercise patience. And also, if I gave you 5 years of gains in one day, just like that, what would be the fun in that? Believe me, the journey is the most fun part. So set yourself that realistic goal, understand, you know, patience, be patient, and you'll really start to enjoy the journey a lot more. So number two almost kind of goes hand in hand with number one. And that is, understand your body and don't compare it to other people. See, what happens again in the fitness industry is where you get all these images pushed upon you, you know, with all these shredded bodybuilders, shredded fitness models who just show you their shredded physiques all year round, is that you then might fall into the trap, like I did, of comparing your body to somebody else's. You know, a fitness icon or somebody who you know, really admire. You might think, wow, I want that physique. I want his body. I want my body to be modeled after his body. Now that's great to be inspired, but the biggest problem with that is that you are a study of one person. That person is also a study of one person. You know, you two were both created differently, just like everybody else in this world. So your ab structure might not be the same as this guy's ab structure. So you might be chasing something that isn't even there and then getting frustrated by that. You know, you might want that teeny little waist, but your pelvic structure is a lot bigger than your fitness icons is. You know, you might want those really wide delts, but you know, you've got very narrow shoulder structure and your clavicles aren't as wide as that person's. So, you know, that's something that you can't do anything about. So what I want you to understand is that, you know, your body is yours and yours alone. So what you should aspire to be is the best version of yourself, and just keep trying to progress your own body. And be inspired, but don't compare your physique to other people's physiques, because that's just an effort in futility, and that's also going to give your confidence a knock if it's not happening. So that's going to stop you being consistent as well. So just understand that you are in your own body, love your own body, and just try and improve from there. Okay, number 3. You might have heard of the 80-20 rule. Now, with me, what I always say is I am 80% compliant 100% of the time. Now, what does that mean? What a lot of people will try and sort of give you the message of is that they are 100% dedicated all the time, 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they have no downtime whatsoever. Now, that isn't realistic. Now, people, you know, you might look at someone like Kai Green, for example. You know, this is his job. So, you know, again, I'd say watch his videos and be really inspired by his dedication. I know I am. But understand that most people cannot be 100% dedicated, including Kai Green, I would say as well, without burning out. Now, if I give you some examples, some of you have probably seen those guys or girls in the gym who have got a goal. They've left it quite late, you know, they've got 3 months till the summer, they've got 3 months till their wedding, and they're like, oh my God, that's it now, I'm 100% on this, you know, I'm gonna eat so clean, and I'm gonna train so hard, and they're putting themselves through the most grueling training program that they can find. How long does that last? How long do you see those people lasting? They can go 100% balls to the wall for maybe 3 months, for maybe 6 months, and then they burn out, and then you don't see them again. Now for me, I like to balance my lifestyle, because I'm sure just like you guys, you have other things going on in your life. You know, I work 10 hours a day, I've got a family. You know, same for you guys. You know, some of you guys might have kids, some of you guys will have work commitments as well, some of you run your own business. So what I would say is to exercise the 80-20 rule. You know, obviously look after your family, don't neglect social engagements. Just make sure you incorporate fitness into your lifestyle. So make sure that it's not detracting from your lifestyle, because if you're going 100% all about fitness, all about your physique, that can't last. You're going to burn out eventually. So what I would say is you will be more hardcore if you are 80 to 90% compliant 100% of the time. You're going to get better results. So for example, in this off season, I pretty much had no time off of the gym, and that doesn't mean I was 100% committed. That means I was about 80 to 90% committed, and I was enjoying the process. So I was still going out with my friends. I was still, you know, going to restaurants if I wanted to. You know, so I wasn't letting the fitness lifestyle become something that was a chore, something that was difficult. I really enjoyed and made the best gains of my life in this off season just gone. So I would say exercise the 80-20 rule 100% of the time, and that will help you remain consistent, because nobody has got 100% balls to the wall dedication 365 days a year. So make sure you enjoy the downtime. Number 4, internal versus external motivation. Now this one can get a little bit confusing, because sometimes I actually don't agree with people when they say, I do this for myself, you should do this for yourself. Yes and no. if you use that quote, I do this for myself, to become selfish, to stop seeing your family, stop seeing your friends, to just make things awkward, and to make everything about your physique, then no, I don't think that's what that quote actually means. Now again, some of you may have met some of these guys or girls who have got external motivations for why they want to build a physique, why they want to lose fat. You might hear things like, oh, I want to do it for girls, I've got a holiday coming up, I've got this coming up, I've got that coming up. And those are all external motivations. You're letting external factors motivate why you want to change your physique. Now this isn't conducive to being consistent, because what you're going to find is when that event or that holiday is over, what reason do you then have to keep progressing and working on your physique? When you meet a girl, for example, what reason do you then have to continue working on your physique? Now, that's fine. If that makes you happy, that's absolutely fine. However, if you are in this for the long haul, what I would urge you to do is really start to get internally motivated rather than letting external factors motivate you into getting into this lifestyle. So if you are internally motivated, that is a lot better for consistency, because you aren't letting outside factors influence you. So for example, my internal motivation is that this lifestyle just allows me to be better outside of the gym as well. So I'm able to inspire so many other people with what I do. I get so many inboxes, I get so many questions asked, and that to me is so rewarding. So that gives me internal satisfaction for me personally. So for me, that is my internal motivation, to help others. Don't get that twisted with external motivation. I'm not doing it for others. I am doing it because that is what I personally enjoy. I enjoy seeing others succeed and helping other people. So that then becomes an internal motivation. So understand why you're doing this, and you will be a lot more consistent in what you're doing. Okay, finally, number 5, and I think this is a really important one, and that is find the right balance between evidence-based programming and your personal preference. So you're going to see so many trends out there, you're going to see so many labels on workouts or diets, in terms of training. You've got so much. You've got 5-3-1, you've got bro splits, you've got push pull legs, you've got this, that, you've got German volume training, you've got all these programs to choose from, and all of them claim to be better than the next one. However, what you're going to find with evidence-based program, or with the latest science, is that it's actually made things a lot simpler, which means that anybody can get involved in this lifestyle. Guys like Brad Schoenfeld and Alan Aragon are doing great jobs of interpreting the science so that we can kind of have it in layman's terms. What they're finding is that you can grow muscle using different sets and rep ranges. You can grow muscle using different rest periods in your training. So as long as you hit the right volume, the right intensity in your training program, most training programs will work for you. And as long as they have a progressive element, so that from one week to the next you're always steadily improving, most programs will work for you. So don't just choose a program that sounds like the most grueling and that somebody pitches to you as being so hardcore that it's there isn't another program like it. You then go and try it and you totally dislike it, but you want to keep grinding through it because you feel that's the only program you should do, that's the best program. Again, that's going to cause burnout, that's going to cause this right here. And you are going to, you're just going to want to drop it and think, what, this isn't no fun. Choose a training program that's both evidence-based and something that you personally prefer. something that you enjoy doing. And that's where I've had my most success this year as well, in the off season, choosing a training style that fits in with my lifestyle, fits in with the time schedule that I've got, and it's just something that I enjoy doing. I can keep doing it, I keep seeing results, and it works, it keeps working for me. So, you know, it might look different from me to another pro, to another pro, to another fitness person, somebody else making gains. You know, all of our training programs probably look different, but they all work because we're adding the progressive element to it. So that's another important thing. Make sure you're enjoying your training, you're enjoying your nutrition as well. You know, this also applies for nutrition. You know, there's so many different labels for diets now. Forget about all of them and just make sure you do the basics, and then the rest of it, make sure it's your personal preference and it fits into your lifestyle. Okay guys, I think that's about it. Consistency is the number one thing that's gonna make us gain, that's gonna change our physique, it's gonna keep us progressing. It's almost like depositing money into a savings account. It's gonna be slow, but the more you do it, the more consistent you keep it, you know, you're gonna be adding money on top of money on top of money. And that's the same with your physique. If you're wanting to build muscle, you're gonna be adding muscle on top of muscle on top of muscle every single year. So make sure you remain consistent, take these 5 points into account, and leave any things that help you with your consistency in the comment section below, in case I've missed anything out. Okay guys, I'm really looking forward to hearing from you. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, make sure you follow me on Instagram, like my Facebook page, and I look forward to hearing from you in the comment section below. Take care.